Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Wait, this might. Hello, y'all. I guess it's been a minute, right? Since I streamed on YouTube. Whoa, that scared me. I wanted to finish up. I don't know how much more the Game Dev Tycoon we have, but I want to finish that up and showcase a new project that I'm working on or fleshing out the basics of. But yeah. Okay. I know we just put him on vacation. What's the deal? We made a really good game last time. Why is there a knife in my fridge? This did so good. It got 1-9, all tens otherwise. We have a lot of money. I don't know what to do with it. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to eat this grape and not have it sound on the mic. Omega Maverick said Bedbug Boy 3 Billionaire Bike Club. Okay. You know what? You know what? We got to do Bedbug Boy justice cuz if I remember correctly, the previous games were just on the wrong consoles. This one got a 7, 6.7. The issue with this is that City and Adventure, I remember City and Adventure wasn't a good combo, even though they didn't tell us that before. And you would think so, it would be, right? A city is an adventure. And post apocalyptic and adventure wasn't a good match either. So let's see the topics that we even have. I thought it was great match, but the world didn't think so. Sports, definitely want to do that. Soundtrack. You know, Bedbug Boy is known for thrilling story and dialogue. We're gonna do a sequel to it after Alan finishes. I gotta stop eating these grapes. I know it's gonna make post editing difficult. We got the bread to do a large booth. Let's do it. Oh, we're just letting time go. I thought we were Bedbug Boy 2. Pray and Spray was funny. Oh, okay, the genre match was okay. Post-apocalyptic. I don't know. Action? But Billionaire Bite Boys Club is so funny. That's so funny. Bed Bug Boy 3 Billionaire Bite Club. Oh no, we can't do that. Wait, no. What can we? What's a good? I'll just make it one word. Wait. Billion Bike Club. Alright, we can do that then. That's so funny. It's like he's going up in the world now. Why is my... Is it low on battery? My like keyboard isn't reacting. Billion Bike Club. Medium game, of course. Let's do it on the play system. Adventure does well here. Post-apocalyptic. They said Adventure was okay, right? What was they saying was an okay combo? Yeah, I think it was post-apocalyptic and Adventure. Let's do it. 3D graphics. Let's go. We at G3 with the big boy. Billion Bike Club is already has its own booth. Oh man, I don't even remember how many we've had before, but 500,000 is definitely I think we had like 200,000 last time. Let's see what we did. Oh, we can't see it now. Action adventure, definitely need a branching story. Probably need multiplayer too. Gameplay is gonna matter a lot for this. Dang, it's gonna be kind of even, low key. But the adventure should stand out. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to divide. We are in there, absolutely. 500,000. We made it to top 100 at place 68. Oh, we're getting hyped for this. Oh no, the diehard fans that have been there since Bedbug Boy 1. They only needed to wait like 2 years. Like, come on, Kingdom Hearts Square Enix got to take some notes. We only took a year for us to be on the third game. Dang, I think these all matter, honestly. Oh no, this is like an even split. If this fails, we have to wait 6 years and reboot this year. Yeah, when everybody forgets about it, like Duke Nukem. Wait, I heard actually Duke Nukem Forever wasn't that well received, but I thought it was like a similar thing. What was God of War? But the early God of War games were, the latest God of War games are pretty good though, right? Like the one with his son was nominated for Game of the Year. What's an example of like a series that came back? The Witcher? I honestly don't know. That came back after a while. And the reboot was fire. I honestly can't think of one. Yeah, let's do this. I really can't think of one. It's hard. Yeah, a reboot that succeeded. Oh, there's plenty of reboots that failed. Movies, games, yeah. I can't think of one. I'm trying to think of one. Graphics, yeah. Okay, sound matters. Dang, all this matters. World design matters too. Let's do it like this. World design. What's a reboot that like was really good? Wait. No, I do know this. Pokemon, does that count? Not really. No, I'm thinking of one. It just slipped my mind. Let me get these bugs out and then drop this game. Dang, it just like Game Studios Doom. You know, I never played Doom. Is that what happened? Is that the case? Ooh, new records. Doom is like the multiplayer game, or is it the like roguelike game where if you die forever? I'm about to say die in real life, but no, that's not that thing. All right, let's see the first reviews. First person shooter. Oh, okay. Oh no. Was there a bad, I think there was a bad match of uninspiring. I think it was a bad match of genre. Dang, they are not like a Billion Bike Club. Not bad, not good. I'm never gonna get the combo right. Let's do the game report. I know it's because of like, dang, I should have. It was a bad combo, like with the. Yeah, I knew it. I knew like we didn't have much to go off of. Dang, this man needs a vacation bad. Now it's all good. Bedbug Boy 4 is gonna hit. Like we're gonna continue the series until we get one that pops. Like I'm not worried about that. Dang, what was I thinking of? I was thinking of a series that financial advisor to Wamoba Oil Limited in Nigeria. The Disney investors aren't gonna like this. Yeah, exactly. High repute and worthiness, 2.5 mil. Wow, they're doing a Nigerian prince scam to me. Wow, Game Dev Tycoon, you're wild for that. Wow, they hit me with the Nigerian prince scam. That's crazy. I can't believe that. A sequel to their title, Bedbug and Spay and Pray. Below average responses. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm going to send Alan on vacation because he desperately needs it. He took so long to do that game report. Post-apocalyptic and adventure is a good combination. Wait, artificial intelligence seems to be quite important. The platform genre match was great. Everything was good here. The money was about to go to Elon's pockets. Wild. Yeah, exactly. Everything here was good. Why did the game flop? Maybe we didn't prioritize artificial intelligence. We'll make another Play System 2 action game though for sure. Maybe a sequel. We haven't made too many action games. Super Shake. We can do Super Shake too. Wait, what was wrong then? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. I thought we were investing in pretty much the right things the whole time. But they just didn't like it. I guess they just don't like Bedbug Boy. That's the everybody was saying. Maybe that's what the reviews were saying. If it was just a more likable main character, this game would be so good. Yeah. I'm making the sequel to Super Shake. What should the subtitle be for Super Shake? Super Shake 2. Can I get some fries with that? Or I don't know. What? Yo. Yo, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. What kind of simulation would that be, though? Super Shake 2. The Shakening. Super Shake 2 not stirred. I like that. I like that. What simulation would that be? Like what would be simulated? We're gonna try to make this a 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. No story. No story. Well, I have a linear story, but other than that, just straight gameplay. No story. I think the engine's important. I don't know what the engine specifically is for, but oh, that's the difference between a 9 and a 10. I just don't know. Look at that. It's just a baby simulator, but if you look down enough, you see the edge of a mustache. Oh, that's innocent. That's not at all. That's not at all what I thought it would be. Oh, do you want to do an interview? Yes, sir. Expectation. Do you think the game will be well received? It's Super Shake 2. Oh, I'm hyping this up. I'm hyping it up. What's this? Oh. No dialogue. Artificial intelligence is desperately needed. Good level design, but artificial intelligence is what's going to carry us here. I'll do that one. No dialogue. This is basically Ratchet and Clank 2, the one that I played on PS2. I don't even know what the story was about, but the gameplay was so solid. The guns were great. The like level design was great. Like that was one of the best games. I think that's one of the best games of all time. Ratchet and Clank. Deadlocked, is that the name of it? Yo, hold on. Hold on, sir. It was Ratchet and Clank 2, I think. No, that I don't know. Going Commando. I never saw that one. Up Your Arsenal. Ratchet and Clank 4. All for One. Is it? I think Deadlock sounds familiar. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Wait, let me bring it on stream. Wow. Wow. The memories. I need to see like some gameplay. Oh my gosh. Wow. This one. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the thing on the top of the screen. I don't remember this weapon. Wait, hold on. Oh no, this might not. No, this is Ratchet Deadlocked. No. I'm talking about Ratchet and Clank. Clank was part of this. Oh no, this isn't the game. This isn't the game that I was thinking of. I'm gonna find it. I'm looking for the one with the Clank. I forgot the name of it. I feel like I would recognize the. I feel like I would recognize the cover. Up Your Arsenal. There's like it's a Ratchet and Clank where like they're fighting on a stage. Like I don't remember the name of the story, but like Ratchet I guess is forced to be a part of this game where he has to like fight all these monsters in space or something. Ratchet and Clank: The Quest for Booty. I don't remember that game. Which one was this? Which one was this one? I gotta figure out which one this was though. Ratchet and Clank. It was part of the greatest hits. Like I remember. I mean, this is back when like every PS2 game it felt like you got from GameStop. What's up, Ratia? Thanks for checking in. And Jason Out Loud, thanks for tuning into the stream. I'm trying to find the name of the Ratchet and Clank game. Like every PS2 game had greatest hits on it. Up Your Arsenal. I'm not gonna find it. He's like dual wielding gun. I'll find it later. Thanks for tuning into the stream. All right, let's make this Super Shake Not Stirred. Prioritizing. We don't need to worry about world design at all. Just good sound, fire graphics. Good sound. Stereo sound too. Bedbug Boy 3. You would consider it flopping, but still 1 million in sales? I'll take that. There's so much hype for this game. Wow. Gotta fix those bugs. And she needs a vacation after this. Nice. Video playback. You do the game report. All right, let's see. 5. 6. They didn't like Super Shake 2? Is it because I hyped it too much? 5. Here I thought we had this game dev thing figured out, but I guess our fans just have super high demands now. Next generation of video game consoles as early as next year. The hardware advancements in the PC industry not been reflected in gaming consoles yet. Dang, we flopping like a Magikarp. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're making the Xbox, the Mbox 360. Let's see what's this. Oh, Gamer Pro, they're gonna be mad about this. Made very bold remarks about their then in development game. Now that the game is on the market, the consensus is that Toby the Great should have been more careful, as the final product does not match the hyped expectations. Tough. So what was the issue? Young. Oh. Well, I mean, I don't think it affected the score that much, but I forgot the sequel is gonna be the same like market or audience, and yeah, Mbox 360. Yeah, they're not trying to get sued with this game, so they're making sure to have very general references, even though they're pretty close to what it actually is. All right, let's just research. We can make a sports game next, though. Let's work on multi-platform. Whoa. Maybe we invest in that, low-key. Mbox 360, exactly. Ooh, a clear... Is a sports game a strategy? I don't... Yeah, let's do a large move again. We have the money for it. Is a sports game a strategy game or a simulation game? Like if we... Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. No, I didn't want to fire you. I was trying to develop... Oh, if I fired it by accident, that would have been tragic. Like if we make a game, we choose the. It's weird that the topic. Oh, didn't mean to do that. It's weird that the topic is separate from the genre. Like I feel like that is kind of confusing. Sometimes, like if I want to make. Oh, we didn't unlock sports yet. Yeah, let's make a sports game next. And what would I do? Nothing. Are we time to make a new engine? No, we don't have anything unlocked other than the soundtrack. Multi-platform will be big though. We got 500,000 last time. We've had 2 flops since then. Well, flops by our standards. Oh, I think that was a little less than last time. Last time we were number 68, number 75. Okay, yeah, our fans are upset with us. They want us to do better, but that's all right. Let's try to make a banger game this time. Whoa, we could pick 3 platforms. Wow. So we're going to capitalize on a strategy game hype for now. We know strategy does well on the PC. But I don't know what the topic should be. Dungeons and Dragons. Strategy. City, maybe? Nah, not city. What should the okay, what do you think the topic should be? Business? That's boring. I think we did a business strategy game too, or a business simulation game. What we thinking here? Disaster? Strategy disaster? Call it Stop the Cure. No, I'm kidding. What's a good one? What's a good name? Strategy disaster? That's an interesting combo. There is a cool game. Whoa, that just reminded me. On Armor Games, that there was this game where it's called like Tsunami Tech. I love that. I love that name. I'm gonna tell this story, but I love that name. There was this super popular game where you're a disease. You get to choose if you're a bacteria, a virus, or something else. And your job, yes, Maurizio, Plague Inc. I love that game. I love that game. If there's interest for it, I'm down to play that in one stream. But that game was crazy because you get to choose your level up skills would be the types of like things you'd have or the types of symptoms that you'd inflict, and it would range in terms of mortality versus increasing your level of contagion. So you'd have to choose like and then you have to. Oh, it was so good. It was so well made because you get to choose like what continent you start on, and you have to figure out a way to be contagious enough to infect everybody, but still lethal enough that they can't easily cure you. But you can't be too lethal too quickly because they're gonna start shutting the borders down between continents. Wow. I think wow, solid game. Tsunami Tactics. Such a solid game. Disaster strategy GG engine. Not forever or not for youth, so 2D graphics. Just great engine, decent gameplay, but just a solid engine. Yeah, I'll do this. Plague Inc. was so much time spent. It was hard infecting the world. Your goal is to infect the entire world. Before and there's a race. You're on like a timer before they figure out they develop a cure that works. Wild game. I think good AI is the level design. Maybe I think level design might be the. We don't need these. Level design might be the thing to focus on. Sound, interesting. I didn't know that mattered for a strategy game. I don't think world design matters though. Day and night cycle. Tsunami Tactics is so funny. It's like, what tactics do you need to avoid a tsunami? That's here. I'll do this actually. Alan, you do what I was doing. And Judy, you do this. Right? Looks okay. Shaken Not Surd did 2 million. It actually sold more than the last one. That last one cleared 1 million. Get rid of them bugs. Oh, a new tech record. That's a good sign. Judy has earned a raise. Good for her. That's part of your raise. Do this game report. All right, Tsunami Tactics. Let's see it. Let's go. Ooh, 7. Okay. They're teasing us with this 10 in the roll. 8. Come on. 8. 7. Okay. What's that, an average of 7.5? I'll take it. Not too mad at it. Interested in what the game report's gonna let us know about. I guess we took advantage of the strategy love at the time. Disaster. Oh, nice. That was a good pick, Omega Maverick, for disaster strategy. I had no idea, honestly. Engine was quite important, and disaster and everyone is good. Maybe if I did Disasters Mature, that would have been. It did pretty well. I'd say it did decently well. So what is like the next step here? We don't need a publishing deal. We're big enough to self-publish our own games. We might be at a point in this game where it's like, maybe we should hire this third person. I originally said I was gonna hire the third employee once we got to 10 million, and we're at 38 million. So you know what? Let's just do this. Alan's the tech person. Judy is good at design, so we can find. I don't know what Showreel is, but let's do max budget to look for someone. Hopefully, like an all-star applicant. Ooh, the Mbox. We're gonna make a game for multi-platform soon, so it'll be good to have more hands on deck. And maybe that's the difference. Maybe when we're overworked, we just don't produce as much. So. Gamers around the world are excited about a new console. I didn't know the Mbox came out first. I didn't know that. It was massively popular. Gears of War. What else is an Xbox exclusive? That's all I know. I was a PlayStation person from birth. Laura. I don't like these options. I feel like Judy's better than all of them. We spent $2 million looking for y'all. This is. I mean, I guess we'll hire someone. It's fine, but Julie's better than all of y'all. Speed and research. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. I was looking at the these are the ones that matter for me, the design and research splits. Wow, Kim is like all design. Oh, I guess Showreel is for designers, right? Which is fine. Cause I can do tech. I guess we should take the expert. Wait, but like Kim is like not at all. Like these are just designers. Like we can't ask them to do anything else. Yeah, sure. It's time to move the company out of this technology park and into a building worthy of our success. Alan's always the one. Look, 8 mil. Let's do it. 8 mil to move our company. Whoa. Act close to universities. Whoa, this is big. A special course about game development. It could really use your help. We cannot pay, but we think you'll find teaching students about game development will be a great exercise to refine your own skills. Interesting. Some of our test subjects, what was that? Were exposed to some of your games, and surprisingly, they didn't go totally insane. What is this? What is this script? They seem to quite enjoy the experience, in fact. Anyway, I have some products that need advertising, could do with some product placement. My marketing boys tell me making you this offer is a bad idea, but that's exactly why I want it. What? I'll pay you $200,000 to place some of our fine red painted exploding barrels in one of your games. Sure, you know what? Sure. Don't feel like you have to go and rush those barrels into your next game. I'd rather you have placed them into a game where they fit well. Johnson out. What a weird man. Let's develop a game. I guess crime, and call it Batman. No, let's not use a name. Wait, I gotta give Judy a vacation first. What are they doing? Wow, this office is amazing and the location is perfect. There's so many pop-ups now. I took a walk around the building earlier and had this radical idea. Why don't we open up our own research and development department? It would allow us to attack bigger projects and innovations. It wouldn't be cheap, but I think it would allow us to be the leading innovator in the game industry. Open up a lab and hire a whole team of researchers. We should have at least one design specialist in the team. Oh, perfect. We hired one. You could train someone to become the specialist. Only available when they have a certain design level. They're just throwing so much at me right now. can also train technology specialist. Design specialist. 700. Oh, wow. I should be training my employees, huh? I'm going to send you on vacation, though. Okay, hers is going up. I should be training y'all, shouldn't I? Game design. But this costs research points. Like, I want to spend that on... Sure. Do that new person, Kim. And I'll do it after Judy, too. This costs money, too. Why this cost money? They're just trying to make us spend our bread. Tsunami Tactics generated almost 5 mil. Nice. I guess I should be training y'all regularly. Let's do one more game, and then I want to pivot into a new project that I've been working on. There's so many ways to take this game. I don't even know what to focus on. Do a contract. Let's wait for them to finish teaching their course. Oh, the inbox is released. Wow, I have seen some pictures of your new office. Who sent you pictures of the office? I understand. I'm sure you're doing very well, but if you need to top up your budget, I've got a couple of big jobs that need to be taken care of. Let's try to see them large contracts. $78K. Oh, that's a big one. In 5. Wait, where did I just see it? Game port. Can we do this in 5 weeks? I don't know if we can. I don't think we can. We're not built like that yet. Or are we? Oh, I see some of them bubbles are double bubbles. I still don't think we're built for that other contract. We can do some of these small ones though. By this point, like the money, that one where it was 300K was the only one that's worth it. And Kim is just not going to be doing tech at all. That is not her specialty. Adventure games are popular at the moment. All right, let's make one. I think we got to go Bedbug 3 again. We got to do it. Or Bedbug Boy. See the series. Bedbug Boy 4. The bug in the the bug from the bed. This is a game where he goes back to his roots. The previous game, he was in the Billion Bike Club, feeling on top of the world. But he lost touch with himself. He lost touch with his people, his fellow bedbugs, and they came to him and they're like, "You're different. You're not the same." What are the platforms? Oh, we need Mbox. Yeah, for PlayStation, Play System 2 and Mbox. Action adventure. Should be a different kind of game. Now let's do this. Let's see how Kim handles. Yeah, let's add red exploding barrels to this game. Action adventure, so solid story. I don't think game engine was as important. It's gotta have great gameplay. Let's have Judy work. Oh, I know. Or Kim doesn't need to work on that yet. You know, I should work on this, and Alan works on that. G3. They're like, GG Inc. went from making all these other games to just Bed Bug Boy sequels. Nice, we got a new record of fans. We were ranked 68 the beginning of this. Ranked 68 at the beginning of this stream. Ranked 75 second. And what rank are we now? 70. Okay, take it. I like all the design bubbles. That's a good sign. Dialogue tree, of course. Oh, okay. Artificial intelligence matters, as well as dialogue. Because it said, yeah, because it's adventure. Yeah. Let's have Kim do this. And I'm hoping that because we're not as overworked, we just produce a lot better. We don't need a level editor in this. Come on. Scratching my leg. Is Judy tired? She just went on vacation. Not that I'm mad, but let's have Kim do this. Alan. Judy can do that. This looks decent. Arnie Kunkel wants to do an interview. What decisions go into making a video game? New game is post-apocalyptic. Action adventure. What goes more? Probably dialogues, I would say. It's kind of a hard question. The new the Wii. Instead of trying to compete with Microsoft and Vani on hardware strength and graphical power, Ninvento has decided to deliver a truly unique gaming experience. First playtesters were seen with huge grins on their faces. It seemed to be a lot of fun. Well, when the Wii came out, it was big. It was really big in tech and gaming history. They're like, whoa, this is like a wireless thing that you move around. It's so cool. And the PlayStation Move and the Xbox Kinetic, they try to copy that, but you couldn't copy that feel. Oh, wait. People disagreed with me. They said graphic was more important. Let me send you on vacation. You were just going to give us bugs. Yeah, that was a hard question. Action, adventure. I don't know which one is valued more. Wow, we did so well on design for this. Get rid of that bug, bro. Wow, this is a incredibly designed game. All right, Game Sphere is no longer supported. Goodbye. All right, Bed Bug Boy 2, the bug from the bed. Let's see the scores. Wow. A 3? What? A 2? Is it because there was so much design? There wasn't enough. I need to see this game. Wow, that is like our worst game since we started in the garage. Oh man, I guess it might. Is this game telling us to scrap the Bed Bug Boy series? It's over. Dave Johnson, Profits are increasing, which means more science for us. Well done. Here, have this cake. I guess it was a good addition. Eat cake. Show them Red Barrels some action. Yeah, okay. I guess the Bedbug Boy series has been concluded. Graphic was important. Level design. Oh, we didn't prioritize level design at all. I was wrong. It was like level design, sound, and world design or something. It's like I gotta. What am I gonna choose? That wasn't fair. I got messed up on that, but it's all good. Wow, pain. It's all good. I'm gonna save here, and we'll continue this another time. But don't worry, I'm not planning on ending stream just yet. So I mentioned a while back, a few streams ago, that excited about apples and asteroids, but I also, am looking to work on different games as well. We're getting into different genres, different types of games, and one game that I've been working on for a while, or ideas for a game that I've been working on for a while, is a basketball game, specifically a basketball simulation slash RPG game. It's funny, we went straight from Game Dev Tycoon to real life Game Dev Tycoon. But I used to write these articles on this website named medium.com on a variety of different programming and software development related topics. And one of them was creating a basketball player, and Swift is the language used to build iOS apps. So that's for iPhone, iPad, and Mac. And this was actually the first programming language that I learned and used to build things. Swift came out in let's do a little history lesson. This came out in 2014. I know it did because I remember where I was when I was learning it. I was trying to look at Udemy courses to build my own, multi-million-dollar iPhone app. And I was using Objective-C. Now, Objective-C is a language that is internal with iOS. And I don't even know if it's used anywhere else in the world other than outside of Apple, I mean. Swift, the same thing pretty much. Swift and IO and Objective-C are Apple languages. I wish I knew this stuff, man. I would make naughty games. Such that caught me off guard. You wish you knew? I mean, the thing is, I didn't know at the time either. I just watched a lot of development courses on how to use these languages. Objective-C was really tough because it's pretty much based off of the C programming language. And let's see if there's some like code snippets. Yeah, it's tough because you have to like manage memory and use pointers as well. And the syntax is just super confusing. You write in these brackets and it just wasn't a clean language and not really transferable. There's a huge market for that for sure. For naughty games or for Objective-C? Which one are you talking about? Objective-C, I think, is still used a lot in a lot of older applications that haven't yet migrated to Swift. But Swift was so much better. So I was struggling with Objective-C for like, I don't know, 2 months. And then Swift, this was in 2014. And I was really lucky when Swift came out. I was still working in Objective-C. I figured it would be good to like figure out how to use it before I switched elsewhere. But eventually I made the change and it was a lot easier. So I was able to make iPhone apps and just have a much better time. Let me fast forward though. So this is what I would use to build. Anytime I wanted to build an app, I'd use Swift and I would do it. Hope one day you make it big. I really appreciate that, Ray T. I hope you make it big too. You can learn how to code as well and make whatever kind of games you're looking for. But as a big fan of basketball, I was really big fan of simulation games. So I wrote this article first on how to, and I also made YouTube videos about this as well. These are like really old videos on my channel. Maybe I'll link them. But actually we can watch a little bit of one. Creating a basketball simulation app. Yeah. It's these. These are the ones. I made 3 parts. Wow. But I am not creative enough to come up with game ideas, but other people can do that and you can make it happen. That's fair. I would say creativity isn't necessarily the most important thing. It's more of effort and execution. Oh yeah, I remember I based this off of this really popular mobile game. It was like Super Baseball Superstars, something like that. It was so good. It was such an underrated game, but it starts with a good game idea for sure. This is how I work though. Like this is so bad. I get on tangents, but I have to show you y'all Super Basketball Superstars. Hold on. Super or baseball, sorry, Super Baseball Superstars. Baseball Superstars is the name of it. I think it's hard, like, to make certain sports games fun for people that aren't necessarily baseball or basketball or soccer fans. Backyard Baseball is a good example of a game that manages to do that. And also you have like NFL Street, which makes it more arcadey. You have NBA Jam, which is also an arcadey version of the sport. Baseball Superstar was such a good game because it was just a mobile game. But what made it special was that it added a really believable RPG element to the game. You'd be able to practice on like different skills you had, have different quick time events, build like relationships with different people, and as well like having like pretty approachable and fun graphics as well, and a pretty nice and clean interface, I'd say, for a sports game. The game was so hard though. It was so hard. Like you see how many times he's getting out. Like it was so hard to consistently like do well in the game. But you get to level up different skills, and that's the thing. Like that's what I love RPG games. Love about Ratia says, yeah, not into mobile myself, but can see how this will be fun. Yeah. It wasn't. I don't know if the game would have had success if they moved it to a game platform. Yeah, he's getting out so easily. That's what I love about RPG games, because you know you get a sense of completion with the action games that are like short. The game ends quickly, and it's like there's not much else to it. But an RPG game that can keep people coming back to complete more and more quests and achievements and stuff. I think that is like where games really stand out. Oh, he finally got on base. Nice. Yeah, this is cool. Like these quick time events where they'd say a skillful bunt will set us up to score. Like this is what. But yeah, I was inspired by this, so I had goals to create. And this was like a quiz that was part of the game. That you'd like, it was like a quick time event that you'd get like special points or something. Good game to be inspired by. RPG games can be long. I'm thinking of what's that game that came out recently? Elden Ring, or what's it based off of? Dark Souls. That. Those are like the super long RPG games where you just have hours in. Um, so I created a player class, and I started it really simple. You just have offense and defense. I think not only are RPG games fun for people, but if you're learning how to build an application or try to build a game, RPGs, maybe platform games are good to start with, but an RPG game is like teaches you so much about software development because you need to have separate classes and different files to separate. Well, you said I am old, man. Made my Steam account the week it came out, 2003. What does that mean? RPG games can be long. That it's Also, that's impressive. Wait, Steam came out in 2003? That can't be true. Steam? Wow, you're right. It came out 6 years before or after. What? Yeah, as a means to patch Counter Strike at the time. What? As a way for Valve to launch. Oh, I didn't know Valve owned. Oh, yeah, I did. Actually, I forgot. As a way for Valve to provide automatic updates for their game. And expanded to distributing and offering third-party game publisher titles. What made you get it the week it came out? It was god awful when everything was god awful back in 2003 to 2007. Nothing worked right. Oh, you know what? Because I played CS when I used to play oh no, I'm mistaken Counter Strike with Sudden Attack. I used to play a lot of that. I'm opening too many tabs off of these random tangents. I don't even know if I played Counter Strike. Was it a game that you needed to like spend money to get better, or to like buy like different guns and stuff? That's always what would stop me, or what would like get me turned off from the game. I definitely played I definitely played this. I most definitely played this. Steam is so old now, yeah. I didn't know 2003. I had no idea. I couldn't even think of CS 1.5 is what we played at the time, I think. Wow, this game looks so different. Wow. But I remember games like this, you would have to like spend money to get like different guns. Like you'd have like the pistol and maybe one AR by default, like an AK-47 or an M16 like equivalent. And people were so good, but everyone was hacking, or it felt like it. A lot of people were hacking. To be fair, also I didn't have my family's computer wasn't super powerful in the slightest, so it was I was lagging a lot and wasn't that good in general. Wow. This is 2001 and this game looks like this. Why? This is in 4K? I wonder if this game was made of Unreal Engine. I did not know. This is 2021 new version. Wow. Yeah, no, games are so cool. Like it would be cool to game dev studios should do this. Like I think they of course like a lot of studios should have internships. A lot more, honestly. It's just really hard because there's so many fans, so many people that want to play games. But I think it'd be really cool to invite people like college students or people out of college that are interested in games. Anyways, just saying I have a really long history of gaming. I know you do too, huh? We talked about this before. All good, bro. Yeah. I think people should definitely like more people should know about the game industry, what it's like how to build games, like what technology they use. It's so interesting. And I'm a software engineer who's been working on coding and programming for the last 5 years at least. And it's like the work I do is so different from this, so different. So it's like really cool to like learn about. Like I would do like like a short internship or a short like thing where like I learn about what they do, what they work on. Especially when it's a super popular game. I remember when Fortnite was big, I would like reach out to people at Epic Games on LinkedIn, asking them about the game and asking them if I could like do an interview with them and stuff. By interview, I don't mean like a job interview, but like an interview for my YouTube channel where I'd ask them different questions about like all the different design decisions they made. But the problem with the gaming industry that I've been trying to get at is everything is so closed off. Everything's so like, which makes sense because you want to keep all the like secrets internal to the company. Like you don't want your competitors to know like how you do certain things. But it's like, dang, like what about the greater world? Like everybody should want to know how to make games. Like that's why I love that for Apples and Asteroids. I show all the code. Like there's no secrets. Well, I mean, yeah, no, I haven't. All the code is public. I would put it on GitHub too. I just don't want somebody to steal it and upload it again on Steam. But like all the code is, I think more games should be open source. Like it just makes the ecosystem better. It makes the ecosystem way better when people know like, oh, this is how you um implement an inventory system. People think it's easy. It's not. Yeah, at all. At all. Creating games like 3D AAA titles is incredibly hard. Like I don't even know what's open source. All of the biggest games, it'd be so cool to learn like how like, and I made a YouTube video about how Apex Legends implements popular first person shooter game, how they probably implement aim assist or how I would do it. And we look at like open sourced hacking scripts that again, I guess I have to preface that hacking is bad and you should not do it, and you should definitely not do it in a competitive online game. But it was cool to like look at the scripts and they use the technology to manipulate someone's aim. And it's like, dang, why can't the game developer tell us that ourselves? Why does it take a hacker or a data miner to reveal that information? If I was going to try to make a game, in all honesty, it would be to make bank. But it's so hard to make a hint. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's so hard. People spend millions of dollars just on research and just on marketing. So not even on the game itself, but just on figuring out ways to make it go viral or whatnot. It takes sometimes it's not even about how fun the game is. Games can be really fun, but some people won't even give it a chance if it doesn't look good, if the graphics aren't clean, if the controls are clunky. People won't give games a try. It literally needs to be a perfect storm of things. And even then, sometimes it's just not the right time for the game to pop off. For example, Among Us. Among Us came out. When did Among Us come out? Among Us came out in 2018. When in 2018? It launched on iOS and Android June 15, and on the rest of the platforms, or on Windows it came out November, and it didn't pop off until the pandemic. So 2 years later when it dropped, and who knows how much money was spent, who knows how much Innersloth paid for marketing, probably not for marketing but just on like the general concept of the game. And it took the pandemic and super big streamers stumbling upon this game, playing it, for it to pop off. At least Unity exists, so you don't have to code an entire engine, lol. Yeah, Unity is helpful, of course, but you need to make all the assets yourself, and you need to learn how to use Unity and it work with Unity. You're right. A lot of boilerplate can be achieved with Unity, but then you run into the issue of if everything's done for you, you need to find ways to stand out and have your game actually be interesting. But Unity is helpful, and also Unreal Engine or whatever the game, the engine, not the engine, but the whatever interface you use to build that. I hate when people don't like a game purely based on graphics. That's fair. Sometimes, excuse me, I'm trying to think of a good game that didn't have the best graphics. There are some. A personal favorite of mine is a wrestling game. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot the name of it. It's such a good wrestling game, but I hate the graphics. It's like such a solid wrestling game. What's it called? I think it was on the GameCube. It's so good. It's like Fire Pro Wrestling. Yeah, this is it. It's such a good game, but the gameplay is like I don't like it at all. And now whoever just had the idea for Among Us is set for life, pretty much. Well, I would say that they had the opportunity to be set for life, but they took a little too long on the updates. A lot of my friends and I were playing it heavily in the summer, going into the fall of 2020. But at some point, we were waiting for the new maps. We were waiting for them to fix really game-breaking bugs, and in general, just add more content to the game. And they kind of dropped the ball on that. The first new map didn't come out until like late 2021, and by then, like people are on to the next new thing. So when you got something big, take advantage of it. You want to talk about someone that's living well? I mean, Fortnite is a difference because like that's not an indie game. That's a massive corporation game. But Fortnite stumbled on something and they immediately took advantage of dropping new content like every week, doing collabs with Marvel, with top celebrities and like rappers. Like Fortnite took advantage and set for life, whether they put in the work or not. Yeah, Flappy Bird also is a game that is pretty well designed, honestly. Simple concept. Have you heard of Stardew Valley? I've heard a lot about it. I know people that have streamed it and played it a lot. I heard it's like a game that like once you get in, it's hard to get out. That like you like earn money and so I don't know that much about it. I've seen some gameplay of it. You can have the easiest game engine, but it's still hard to make a game. Research is hard, coding takes time. Yeah, that's true. So a lot of game developers I know spend years building their first game or building a game in general, and I don't have the attention span unless it's a project I really believe in. Apples and Asteroids, although the game development spanned multiple years, I wasn't working on it all those years. So I would say honestly, Apples and Asteroid is the product of maybe 3 months work. I would be the type of game dev to sail off into the sunset when I had a hit. Yeah, that's fair. But if you're a game dev, 99% of the time, you do it because you love games. Not necessarily because you want to be rich making them, but you love games so much. And it's hard to find game developers that are willing to work in the game industry with how hard it is without loving games. You have to love what you're doing. It'll be miserable. See ya, no updates for you. Yeah. Stardew Valley was basically completely made by one guy, music and everything. Yeah, the real ones are like that. Wow. I need to It's always cool to hear about those like completely self-produced games. Music and everything. Wow. That's really cool though. Is it on Steam? It has its own website. Steam Humble Store. You've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot. It's all about the time management. Eric Barone. Armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins, you set out to begin your new life. Oh, this is cool. This kind of reminds me of Farmville. I'm assuming you just do your thing and you just get rich. Wow, 400,000 reviews. That's really cool. That's amazing if one person did all this. Concerned Ape. Is this a NFT? El Eric Barone, a solo game developer based in Seattle. That's cool. Love it. He's one of my heroes for sure. That's cool. That's really cool. That's cool. I want to do a deep dive. I would love to, like, if more games had open source code, I would love to do deep dives on like different coding paradigms and different things that they used and why they did it. What's up? I don't know how to pronounce your name, GWJ, but thanks for tuning into the stream. I would love to do deep dives into the source code of games. I made some videos on my YouTube channel as well a few years back, looking at assembly code that was reverse engineered for some of the older Pokemon games, and it was really interesting to see. Yeah, wow, I made YouTube videos about like everything. Let me try to find it. Yeah, somebody like on Reddit or made a GitHub of the disassembly of Pokemon code. It does look like an NFT. Yeah, I just imagine it being sitting in the basement working 16 hours a day for, yep, pretty much, for one person to make such a game. Yep, exactly. That's how long it would take. If you're lucky, I guess. But that's the thing, you have to like really love doing it, and of course have the free time and the income to support yourself during that time. And that's the big stop with people. I think most people are pretty ambitious that have dreams and stuff, but you know, life is real sometimes you don't have that time to really follow it through. If lucky, true, haha. Yeah. I would be shocked if that was Eric Barone's first game though. I'm sure he, you know, tried, had some flops, which is perfectly fine. Sometimes, you know, your first idea just isn't the thing that gets you there. So this was really cool. Someone disassembled this game, and you can see in Pokemon Red, the source code had base stats for every Pokemon. And I think in the original games, there weren't that many Pokemon. It was like 100. Oh, my friend Ramiel Music would know this off the top of his head. But there weren't that many Pokemon. Pokemon Red. Number of Pokemon. It's like 150, it says here on Google. So it wasn't that large of a game. My first games were always fun. Oh, of course. If your first game is a banger, that's not good. That's terrible, because it's like, how do you learn from that? If your first game is a success, there's like nothing. There's nothing to like really see to improve on. Oh, and also everyone's gonna expect that next game to be at least as good as the first one. It was his first game, I believe, but he took heavy inspiration from others. Wow. His first published game? Are you able to see on Steam if he made other games? Top sellers. The start. Honestly, yeah, either way, I also just mistyped that into another chat I was looking. No, you're good. But no, that's impressive. That's his first game. No, for real. Very impressive. Where was the... Yeah, it was just cool to see the... So DB... I don't know what DB means in assembly. Let me look that up. That could be just a custom function that he... Well, I'm gonna let you know right here. The DB assembly instruction places the byte right there in the executable. DB statement initializes memory with one or more bytes. Okay. So it just stores it in memory. So it's weird that he's not labeling. I guess they're ordered, so he just stored at this memory address the HP at 50. Yeah, this is an interesting way. Roller Coaster Tycoon, a game that I played on stream last time, was also built with assembly by a solo developer. And also, a solo developer made Pokemon as well, or at least the original Pokemon. I made nothing in my first game and followed only tutorials. Jason Out Loud. He started in 2012 and released in 2016. Wow, he spent 4 years on it. Nice. But yeah, he's like a legend. 99.99% of people can't do what he did. Roller Coaster Tycoon was amazing. I was playing it last stream, but I was getting frustrated, or 2 streams ago, I was getting frustrated because that game is not forgiving. If you make a mistake with the roller coaster, you gotta sit in it. Maybe I'll play some more later, or play some more in another stream. It was fun, but I played all the first 3. What's your favorite, Ratio? Because I was trying to decide which one to play. I settled on Roller Coaster Tycoon, though, the first time. Then the guy's name that made it, I was just looking him up. What's your favorite Roller Coaster Tycoon game, though? His name is Chris Sawyer. 3 is the one I spent the most hours in, so that one. Fair enough. Yeah. So it was cool to see, like, he has the types labeled here. Base speed, base attacks, and also the TMs that it can learn and which moves it can learn. So it's interesting to see, like, the way it was labeled. So everything is ordered in memory. So he just had this memory address start with this name for Bellsprout, and then everything underneath it would be all the stats. I know nothing about game dev, but what legends? The 3D one was my favorite. Thank you, sirs. I think Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was the one that was 3D. Well, yeah, it was, and I think you could ride on the rides yourself in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Thank you, sirs. Yep. If that thank you was for me, you're welcome. So this was cool. And Kadabra as well, which is an evolution of a Pokemon. It was just cool to see, like, haha for Chris Sawyer. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they are definitely legends. But you one day. No, it's cool. If I don't end up being them in the game dev space, that's perfectly fine. If I was, though, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, no, they're super talented. If I were to make a game that was super popular, I'll definitely, like, open source it and continue doing videos and streams like this, because I want to share the knowledge. Like, I think it's cool to be a legend, but why not make other people legends too? Like, someone just needs, the opportunity, the resources to be in that same position as well. Ditto. Oh, it's cool. Like, all the, like, hidden objects were also stored in byte addresses as well. And this was, I would guard my code until I was rich, at least. The thing is, I think nowadays you'll gain a lot out of marketing it as well. But when getting started, open source is a great idea. That's a good point, though, about guarding your code in case somebody steals it, because you never know. That's true. I think if you have a really good idea, what's important is to make sure the public knows it's you. So, like, making videos about it, writing articles about it, maybe, like all that stuff, so that if someone comes out with a similar game later, you can point to the earlier work that you did, that you published publicly, and said, this is mine. There is a game based on Minecraft called Mine Test, and it's open source, I believe. It's really cool, says Jason out loud. Mine Test? Let me see. This is amazing. Like, I love the, yeah, game devs are never resting. They're always working on something. What is this? You can survive in a harsh environment, build creatively, or fight other players. Just download a game or connect to a server. Using Lua. Lua is an interesting language. Scripting API used to build program games and mods. And it's funny, Raytia, you mentioned you know nothing about game dev, but I was talking about this a few streams ago. This developer Scott Cawthon was also someone that didn't do much game development and did zero coding, and he ended up, after a number of failed attempts, he made a super popular series, Five Nights at Freddy's, which he built using an engine called like Code Fusion. Let me try to find it. It was cool because, you know, he never programmed. It was like Code Fusion, right? Code Fusion. And that just sparked an all-time series. This is good. I love talking about games. Yeah, I know some guys who were just directors for games, and it really didn't do anything but have the original vision for the game, which does mean a lot, though. Yeah, the original vision is important, especially if you don't, you don't have the skill set to execute it yourself. For a lot of people, they end up having to learn how to do all the other stuff. But if you have the money and the resources, you can just hire that. Which does mean a lot, though. The creativity proves that you can use any game engine if the idea is good enough and it gets attention. Yeah, idea. Some people argue like a lot about like when creating something, is it the idea or is it the implementation that's more important? I don't know where I end up on that. I would say no. I'd say the implementation. Yeah, both are definitely important. Like, there's no doubt. If I had to someone's forcing me to make a decision, I have to go with like the actual like seeing it through. Because anyone can make ideas, but when you like actually consider how hard it is to do certain things, or how realistic certain things are, both are definitely important. Both are like, for me, it's like 51% to 49%. But my analytic mind would make me a coder all day. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, if you love the idea, it's easy to code it. I wanted to take a look at the Fire Pro Wrestling. Like, these graphics. And this is like a recent game. This came out. Oh no, this is PS2 gameplay. This came out for PS3 too. But this is like a really good fighting game, though. Yeah. Trying to see like, for the basketball RPG, I'll let y'all know. Oh, I like playing guitar. I just play other people's stuff. Writing music way too hard. Oh no, I feel you. I'm director, coder, and game designer, and marketing team for my games. Perfect. Perfect. Sometimes you got to do it all yourself. I mean, it teaches you so much about yourself, of course, but also about game development when you wear all those hats. And it's great experience for working in a team later. If you end up working in an actual company, it's amazing. It's invaluable experience to be able to do all those things. I am a random person who got this in my recommended for some reason. What's up, Blocks? Thanks for tuning into the stream. We are currently discussing a variety of different gaming histories and what it takes to create a game. And I've just been looking at older games that were really inspirational for a variety of reasons. Going back to the assembly, which one is it? This one. It was cool that the Pokemon badges were just they reused a lot of variables. I mentioned this in the thanks for saying hi to Blocks J Snow. I mentioned this in the actual video. I can link the video in the chat if you're interested in the assembly code that was used to make Pokemon Red. And I think the next generation as well was using assembly. We are going down a rabbit hole for inspiration. Yeah, exactly. Love the way you put it. I remember in the video I mentioned that they had a space constraint for the actual Game Boy. What's it called? The Game Boy cartridge. I don't remember the exact space constraint, but because of that, they had to reuse a lot of different variables and reuse a lot of different memory locations. For example, they didn't have a separate variables for badges. They just assigned it a money like to this money variable with a value of 0, and that's what they would use to designate to hold the memory for the badges. Something that's cool, like, you know, sometimes when you're gaming, like, the code is just not clean. You guys have seen my code. I think my code can be better in a lot of places for apples and asteroids, but sometimes you just gotta, you know, do what works, not what's the best. And here they have, so this card key isn't something that what I should say is some of these are things that you can purchase in the game, but some other items here are key items that actually aren't part of any sort of like in-game shop mechanic. Like this SS ticket is a required item that you need to collect and find in the game that will allow you to progress to certain islands and to progress in the game further. And it's the same as the badge. It's just assigned this variable here. So it's just really cool, like how you had to figure out new ways to get across. Yeah, I just think that's so cool. Like how well, maybe they didn't think, maybe the developer didn't think it was cool at the time. It was more of just like a pain trying to do this. Yeah, but again, this was all done because of the memory constraints. And working with assembly, a lot of engineers find that working in like the more concise languages. Now, assembly is an extreme example nowadays, but with C++, with Java, you have more control over the system than if you were to use like a more modern, easier to read language like Python or JavaScript. I caught all 150 Pokemon in this game, not gonna lie. Wait, what was the 151? Who was the 151st Pokemon? Is it Mewtwo? Because in this Google thread, oh, nice, okay. Or this Google, not Google, Bing, I should clarify, Bing. 150 Pokemon are in the game. Yeah, Mew. Was Mew real? I think that was like a glitch or something. Yeah, I'm about to say, like, you have to use hacks to get Mew. Oh, man. Yeah, this was good. I want to showcase the RPG. I mean, right now, I just have some, like, scaffolding. Like, I have some player files. Here, I just have this bare bones player class where we're gonna, like, fill out some of the stats. Maybe we'll make a general RPG game, though. Because the basketball RPG, like, that can wait, but maybe, I don't know if it'd be cool to showcase the building of an RPG on stream. Maybe using something like RPG Maker, some tool that doesn't involve a lot of code. LOL, unrelated, but my dad just came to me and asked me what's Steam. Wait, because of me, or in general? Like he's asking what's Steam, because Steam is the we were just talking about this. Steam is the app that you can use to get third party publisher games. It's the game marketplace. Constraints are hecking annoying, but they are cool for optimization and for seeing how people get around them. Yeah, constraints are very annoying, but it's really cool to like learn the different methods that software engineers use, or game developers. They are software developers, but in this case, game developers use to get around. Yeah, LOL. Oh, because you downloaded the game. Yeah, okay, so he saw it. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. It was honestly super scuffed game, but the fact that they made it work on Game Boy was amazing, or so I hear. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And constraints are like a normal thing in software engineering, regardless of if you're in the game industry or not. You're always gonna have to find ways to, because you can't just. Time is expensive. What's it called? Like storing information on servers are expensive. So if you can find ways to minimize your cost, you're gonna have to do it. Yeah. I ended up talking for a lot more than I expected, and I'm having a good time, but I am tired. As you can see, I'm like yawning every few seconds. I'm going to try to find a more stable schedule so I can stream longer. What I'll probably do is to start streaming on weekends for longer. The thing is that I'm trying to find, mainly a stable way. And I want to make sure that, each stream is entertaining and I'm bringing good content. And I could talk about games for forever. Well, I'm tired now, but I can talk about games for longer. So I'm going to try to make the next streams coming up a bit longer in time and start it earlier. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. But, for some people, they're just waking up. Some people's 2 a.m. is someone else's 8 p.m. So that's not an issue. It's just for me personally. I'm tired. But usually I'm a night owl. It's just that tonight, I just feel tired playing basketball, working out. I'm exhausted. This was fun. Thanks, Sia. Yeah, I appreciate everyone that tuned into the stream, everyone that helped contributed to these multiple rabbit holes of discussion about games. And I got a lot of thoughts about it. I'm glad that we got to take a look at this article I wrote or talk about like the design of games and just go through different things. Gonna try to make more of a foundation for the game, and I'll just figure out what's more interesting on stream to show. It'd be cool to make an RPG. What I would love to do is to have an already made game and then just make edits to it and like look at the code. But maybe we can do that with a game. I have a game in mind that I have the source code for, and maybe we could take a look at. But we'll see about it. All right. Everyone that tuned in, again, thank you for tuning into the stream. I will see. Just play Game Dev Tycoon. Yeah, I was playing Game Dev Tycoon earlier, Ratia. I was doing terribly. I was making a lot of flops. I was making a lot of terrible games, but Game Dev Tycoon is still fun. Yeah, that's how I found you. Yeah, exactly. That's dope. All right, everyone. I'm peacing out. Have a good night, y'all. Take care.